Good morning. I think it's still morning, yes. Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, Minister of Petroleum, Honorable Jimmy Maladina, Ministers, Senator Honorable Tim Ayers, Australian Assistant Minister for Trade, MDs, heads of departments, members of Parliament, and distinguished guests. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you today to share a few insights into the incredible first decade of the PNG LNG project. In addition, a particular thank you is in order for Anthony Smare, President of the PNG Chamber of Resources and Energy, as well as his councillors and staff. Together, you truly continue to raise the bar for excellence at the PNG Investment Week conference and are delivering a fantastic product for the benefit of our industries and the nation. As our video earlier this morning demonstrated, the success of the PNG LNG project, Papua New Guinea's first LNG project, is just simply inspiring. Having personally served on the project in the early years, I can say it stands out as a highlight in my 30-plus year career. To be able to return to Papua New Guinea in early 2025 in my new capacity as Chairman and Managing Director of ExxonMobil PNG is both an honor and a privilege. I look forward to establishing meaningful relationships with you all and learning from the collective wisdom of our key stakeholders. The PNG LNG project is truly special. An incredible first chapter in the country's LNG story that together we, all of us in this room today, will continue to write for many years to come. Some of Papua New Guinea's next chapters are in fact already being written, beginning with projects like Angore, which has just a few weeks ago reached successful completion. The largest LNG development in the country over the past decade, in its lifetime, Angore will contribute over 1 trillion cubic feet of natural gas to help keep PNG LNG producing at capacity for years to come. PNG LNG 2 will have its chapter as well. With a project gas agreement achieved in 2022, and a fiscal stability agreement executed this year, it gives me great satisfaction to share that the PNG LNG co-venture partners have responded by accelerating the PNG LNG project's timeline. We have assembled teams around the world to advance its concept evaluation phase more rapidly, and we expect to undertake initial ground surveys and to establish a project office in the Western Province in the coming weeks. We are now targeting pre-FEED entry in second quarter of 2025, years sooner than we had previously planned. Ultimately, PNG LNG will be a project designed to promote and enhance the synergies across Papua New Guinea's other major LNG projects. My colleague, Johanna Boothie, will elaborate more upon that in her remarks tomorrow. And Wildebeest, in the eastern fold belt of the Gulf Province, will have a chapter as well. We look forward to recommencing negotiations with the state at the earliest appropriate time toward a gas agreement that could help advance exploratory drilling there. And these are just a few of the country's next LNG chapters. We titled our video this morning, "Together We Have Achieved Great Things." It could have just been appropriately been titled, "Together we will continue to achieve great things." How can I be so confident? PNG's LNG success is built upon an incredibly strong foundation of partnership, one which we at ExxonMobil PNG have sought to celebrate and reflect upon throughout this milestone year. Lessons learned in the first 10 years can light the path for the next year's LNG development in the country and beyond. This morning, I intend to briefly touch upon a few of those most critical learnings in the first 10 years of the PNG LNG project. In addition, you'll also hear perspectives directly from some of those who have been with us on this journey. If you remember, just one thing from my remarks today, let it be this: investing in Papua New Guinea's people and professional relationships is the recipe for success in PNG. Relationships take many forms, but they have proven so essential, so foundational to our collective success in PNG that we must call them out as such. Our core philosophy towards relationship building in PNG has two essential characteristics. First, they must be mutually beneficial, and second, we must build and invest in them for the long term. In our industry, the life cycle of multi-billion-dollar projects spans decades. It follows then that our relationships must also be built and strengthened over decades. Like marriages, so to speak, we are building long-term partnerships. We apply this philosophy to all our relationships, whether it be with our co-venturers, customers, communities, suppliers, and/or our workforce. Strong government partnerships are perhaps the most critical enabler of the success we have experienced during our first decade in PNG. We are truly deeply appreciative of the day-to-day support we receive from our partners across all levels of national and provincial government, and equally for the fiscal stability our agreements with the state have provided us for our first decade, only further reinforcing our confidence in PNG as a major investor. We believe operating in Papua New Guinea is a privilege and strive for our presence to positively impact Papua New Guinea. We do this by focusing on our communities, local suppliers, and our workforce, what we consider the pillars of our national content strategy. And I'll now touch upon all of these in turn. In addition, across our project impact area and beyond, we seek to be valued members of our communities. We engage daily to understand landowner needs, address their questions or concerns, and to better understand how our presence can continue to create meaningful social development and employment opportunities. At the same time, we take the utmost care to ensure that we are operating with the highest environmental integrity, protecting our communities and Papua New Guinea's incredible natural environment. Together with the national, provincial, and local governments, our investments in infrastructure developments like roads in Hela, classrooms in Como, and teacher housing in Angore, coupled with technical and vocational training and scholarships, together ensure that the aspirations and dreams of these and future generations of Papua New Guineans are each day closer to being realized. By seeking to build long-term partnerships with our communities, We enjoy a strong social license to operate that we consider among our greatest assets. Our local suppliers, local businesses and landcos have played an incredibly important role in our success. In fact, since the start of construction, we have invested more than 15 billion kina into Papua New Guinean businesses, landowner companies. Creating positive change for our communities and landowners doesn't happen overnight. This too requires sustained commercial partnership. Just as we mentor and guide our workforce to rise to global standards, we also work with our local suppliers to help them grow into companies that strengthen the competitiveness of the local industrial base and are internationally competitive and can sustainably achieve their commercial ambitions. One must not look further than umbrella landcos such as TWL, LABA, and HDGC to understand that this approach to supplier development works, as each have or will soon reach their own 15-year operational milestones. Their success lifts both their shareholders and their communities and are deserving of our recognition here today. Their businesses continue to grow and evolve, including new partnerships and JVs that are also delivering significant value to our operations. Tura, a collaboration between HDDC and LABA, for example, is currently engaged in a major repair of our fiber optic cable, a scope of work that clearly demonstrates an evolution of LandCo's scope and technical capabilities. Finally, at ExxonMobil, we are guided by our belief that the benefits associated with resource development should be shared by people of this country. Our career-oriented approach to developing an exceptional national workforce, equipping both men and women with the skills needed to enhance their daily lives as well as their futures, includes recruiting outstanding talent and supporting long-term professional development. This long-term approach to staffing and development is the final form of partnership that I'll touch upon today. Currently, our workforce of over 3,700 is almost 90% Papua New Guinean, something we are immensely proud of, as this level is significantly higher than not only the industry, but ExxonMobil norms across the world for a project that's only 10 years in operation. Further to this, 1/3 of our technicians are female, setting another global benchmark for ExxonMobil. Through training and mentoring, our national workforce has demonstrated an ability to excel in complex and highly skilled roles. And now, a decade into operations, they have even advanced into roles across our global organization in the United States, Singapore, and Japan. This year, we profiled their achievements internally with our staff, as well as nationally on television, to highlight what PNG partnership means to our workforce.
The PNG LNG project is the single largest development that the country has seen to date, and that has provided tremendous benefit to the nation of PNG. ExxonMobil is actually developing a global workforce that's going to be held to a global standard. And we really do place a lot of value in this partnership because Papua New Guinean success is ExxonMobil's success, and we will continue to grow stronger together.
We could not agree more. We will continue to grow stronger together. In summary, community, supplier, and workforce developments form the three pillars of our national content strategy. Taken together, this approach has fostered a broad sense of project ownership and pride that has underpinned the growth and success of the PNG LNG project. Successful execution of that strategy, when coupled with investing in the development of strong relationships across all levels of government, is the roadmap for our industry's success today, tomorrow, and for decades to come in PNG. To close, Prime Minister Marape and Minister for Petroleum Maladina, thank you both for your continued faith in ExxonMobil. Your leadership has contributed greatly to the success that I've highlighted here today. To the governors of our project area provinces, our landowners and landowner companies, your continued trust and collaboration has been and continues to be vital to the PNG LNG's project success. Together, through a shared vision and with active collaboration across all levels of government, we have built a successfully, globally respected LNG industry for the nation. Together, with that as our guide, we will now write the next chapters of LNG development in the country with world-class opportunities, including PNG LNG, Papua LNG, and Wildebeest, among others. Thank you all for your attention, and I look forward to an engaging and enlightening week with you here in Sydney. On behalf of ExxonMobil PNG and the PNG LNG project, we wish you all a safe and happy holiday season and a prosperous 2025. I'll leave you now with one short final video that we believe demonstrates the exponential returns of your investment in PNG.
In the first 10 years of the PNG LNG project, there has been so much to be proud of, but perhaps nothing more important or impressive than the personal growth and professional development of our team members. Over 150 have been with us from the very beginning, and here are some of their stories.
I started off as an operator technician trainee during construction days. So this place, this control room was basically just a shell of what it is right now. We didn't have any paved roads, but we attacked our training back then with a passion. And every year would go by, we'd learn something new, would have a different role to play. The first time they gave me the controls to connect that loading arm, there were many nervous people around because I'm new, I'm training, and this is a new ship. The operation was done successfully, and yeah, very proud moment. I was really happy about it.
So coming into ExxonMobil 12 years ago, I've seen that the focus on safety was something that other companies that I worked for didn't have. So that was one thing that sort of kept me here for 12 years. Having that, knowing that a company is taking care of me while I was working with this company, and also whatever I'm learning, I'm taking it home to my family as well. Another thing would be, I know we say teamwork, but up in Heights, we have the upstream family. It's just a home away from home.
ExxonMobil is a global corporation. And one of the great things about working for ExxonMobil in PNG is that ExxonMobil globally recruits some of the best people, like the top 10% in any country, into its workforce. And then they send those people to come work in our country. So you are interacting and mingling with some of the very intelligent people, very knowledgeable, very efficient, very fast, very witty. And so you rub shoulders with people like that. And when you do that, it gets into your system as well.
The benefits to myself, If I were to list them, like, where do I start, where do I end, right? Yeah, it's so much. But I'm just so thankful that I get to, do an honest job. I do it well. And I'm able to, out of this hard work, support my family and, do the things I want to do for the family and the kids, right? That's the whole reason why we do what we do.
I mean, ExxonMobil gave me the opportunity to be a homeowner. So, I mean, that's something close to every family. I mean, in Papua New Guinea, you don't get that much support. That's something that's really changed my family. I
have a son who's now an engineer with ExxonMobil. So he was 5 years old when I started. Now he's 23. I've put all my children to school because I worked here. And I gave them a good life. I'm very happy.
Here at the PNG LNG project, we're proud of the growth and success of all our team members during our first 10 years. We can't wait to see where the next 10 years and beyond will take us. The PNG LNG project, celebrating
10 years.
10 years.
10 years
of partnership, growth, and success.